Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. Sam Cooke's life and legacy continue to spark intrigue and speculation, particularly surrounding the mysterious circumstances of his death at just 33 years old. His impact on music, civil rights, and African American culture is undeniable, yet the details of his untimely demise raise questions that remain unanswered decades later. Was his death truly the result of an unfortunate accident, or was it part of a larger, more sinister conspiracy? These questions have led to a range of theories, many involving betrayal, cover-ups, and dark secrets that some believe Hollywood and powerful figures want to keep hidden. Sam Cooke was more than just a musician. He was the pioneering voice of his generation, a man who pushed against the traditional boundaries of music and race in the industry. Through his soulful melodies and bold activism, he became a beacon of hope for Black Americans during a time of intense racial segregation and social upheaval. However, beneath the glitz and glamour of his career, Cooke's sudden and tragic death cast a shadow of doubt over his life's work and left behind numerous unanswered questions. The night of his death, December 10, 1964, was far from ordinary. Sam had been celebrating at Martin's, an exclusive hotspot for Hollywood's elite, where the drinks flowed freely and the atmosphere buzzed with energy. A large sum of money, $5,000 from his recent tour, was in his pocket, and he was at the center of attention. As the evening went on, Sam, ever the charming and charismatic man, struck up a conversation with a woman at the bar. The night seemed to be going as planned, but things would take a dark and inexplicable turn. Sam had planned to meet some friends at a nightclub later, but by the following morning, news broke that he was dead. Sam Cooke had been found at the Hacienda Motel in south-central Los Angeles, a place far from the glamorous venues where one might expect to find a star like him. The motel, known for its shady clientele and its proximity to the underworld, was the site of a death that would spark controversy and speculation for years to come. His body was discovered in a room that was anything but luxurious. Reports suggested that Sam had been beaten before being shot, and the details of how he ended up at that particular motel were clouded with suspicion. The motel's manager, Bertha Franklin, claimed that Sam had been killed in self-defense. She said that Sam had broken into her office, acting violently and irrationally. According to Franklin, he had abducted her and attempted to assault her before she was able to escape. She further claimed that when Sam tried to break down her office door, she shot him in self-defense. This version of events was contested by many, including Cooke's friends, who pointed out inconsistencies in Franklin's story. For example, why had Sam gone to the motel in the first place? Was he really trying to force his way into Franklin's office, or was there another explanation? Despite the doubts surrounding Franklin's account, the police ultimately ruled Sam Cooke's death a justifiable homicide, citing Franklin's self-defense. The case was closed, but the ruling did little to satisfy Cooke's family, friends, and fans, many of whom believed that the true story of his death was far more complicated. The investigation was criticized for being rushed and inadequate. No clear answers emerged, and the official story failed to convince those who knew Sam or understood his significance. How could such a beloved and respected figure meet such a brutal and senseless end? To many, it simply didn't add up. Over the years, various theories have surfaced, each attempting to explain the many discrepancies in the official account. One of the most chilling theories suggests that Sam's activism, particularly his vocal support of the civil rights movement, made him a target. As a prominent African American figure, Cooke used his platform to advocate for change, challenging both the music industry and the societal status quo. Some believed that this made him a threat to powerful figures who wanted to silence him. His relationship with Malcolm X and his growing interest in Islam only added fuel to the fire, with some speculating that his political views had attracted the attention of those who felt his influence needed to be curbed. Others pointed to Sam's business dealings and his attempts to take control of his own career as a potential motive for foul play. Cooke was a pioneer in the music industry, launching his own record label and publishing company in an effort to own the rights to his music and bypass the traditional powers in the industry. His manager, Alan Klein, has been linked to various shady business dealings, leading to theories that Cooke's death was somehow tied to the financial and power struggles within the industry. At the time of his death, Sam Cooke had also been involved in a high-profile legal battle, which added to the intrigue surrounding his life and legacy. His family and friends have never accepted the official version of events, and they believe that Cooke's death was the result of a conspiracy to eliminate him, either because of his political activism, his control over his career, or some other hidden reason. The details of that fateful night remain elusive. Some have questioned the inconsistencies in the statements made by those involved, including the woman Cooke had been with that night, Elisa Bohr. She claimed that Sam had driven her to the motel against her will and that once inside, he had tried to force himself on her. After managing to escape, she called the police. However, witnesses at the restaurant where Cooke had been earlier that evening reported that he was carrying a large sum of money, raising questions about whether robbery could have been a motive. Adding to the confusion were reports from people who saw Cooke's body before his funeral. Soul legend Etta James, for instance, recalled that Cooke's injuries appeared to be much more severe than what was officially reported. According to James, Cooke's body showed signs of extreme violence, including a mangled face and crushed hands, suggesting that he had been severely beaten before his death. These observations, combined with the conflicting accounts from witnesses and the rushed investigation, have led many to believe that there was more to Cooke's death than a simple case of self-defense. The official investigation into Sam Cooke's death closed without ever uncovering the full truth. The case was ruled a justifiable homicide, and the matter was put to rest. However, the lack of a thorough and transparent investigation left many questions unanswered, and the theories surrounding Cooke's death continued to captivate the public's imagination. Despite the ongoing mystery surrounding his death, Sam Cooke's legacy has endured. In the days following his death, his song "A Change Is Gonna Come" was released, and it became an anthem for the civil rights movement. The song captured the pain, hope, and resilience of the African American struggle for equality, and its release only solidified Cooke's status as one of the most important figures in music history. Cooke's influence on music and culture cannot be overstated. His smooth voice and groundbreaking songs helped shape the sound of soul and pop music, and his activism paved the way for future generations of musicians and civil rights leaders. Cooke's ability to blend the personal with the political, his unique voice, and his commitment to justice have left an indelible mark on American history. In the years following his death, Cooke's music has continued to resonate with audiences around the world. His work transcended genres and spoke to the universal human experience. Whether through love songs like Cupid and Bring It On Home to Me or powerful anthems like A Change Is Gonna Come, Cooke's songs continue to inspire and uplift. His message of hope and change remains as relevant today as it was when he first sang those words in the 1960s. As time passes, the questions about Sam Cooke's death may never be fully answered. However, his music and his impact on the world will continue to shine brightly, reminding us of the power of art, activism, and resilience. Sam Cooke may be gone, but his legacy lives on in the songs that will never fade, and the hope that a change is gonna come will continue to guide us toward a better future.